And welcome back. This is ballerscuba with more Let's Play Mass Effect 3. I'm joined, as always, by the free Mariah Shepard. When we last left off, we made on board the Normandy. And I'm hoping that means that we're free, because if I'm being honest, I have felt kind of restricted so far in this game. But we have probably some people to talk to around here. Doesn't look like anybody wants to talk so far, though. But we will fully explore the Normandy. I have not taken care of that yet. Hey, they added a door. I have to go through a door if I want to talk to the Joker. The Joker, just Joker. How you doing, Joker? There's nobody else here. Edie's not even here. What happened to Edie? Well, the, interface that was part of Edie.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
It's not their fault. We're all going to die.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
What? Did you used to do that in Mass Effect 2? Mass Effect anything?
Commander?
Joker, apparently that's all he has to say. Can I go this way? No, the airlock is closed. Can I doom us all? Almost, but they won't let me go any further. I can get rid of one, but not the other. All right, so they got rid of what was over here. The armory is gone. Now where will Jacob hang out? Jacob's not in this game, is he? I get the impression that some characters are just not returning. Did I talk to you all the way through?
Commander?
It looks like I did.
Commander?
All right, so this is where I came from. Morden's gone. Jacob's gone. Is the elevator still functional? All right, captain's cabin. No more elevator loading screens, it looks like. Just a normal loading screen whenever you get on the elevator. Hey, look! All my stuff is gone. Just what I wanted to see. All right, private terminal is back. Squad. Oh, I can pick my squad. Right. Not really. that's just the squad. All right. They'll let me look at achievements. I can get more ships than I could before. I already picked up a ship, and that's already been put here. I have the opportunity to get fish, but all my fish are gone. BioWare likes to kill fish, apparently, because all my stuff from Mass Effect 2 is gone. That's disappointing. Like, seriously disappointing. All right, armor locker. Let's go ahead and change my casual stuff. What do I want? Wow, that's really casual with a hoodie and everything. They did make this return. That's interesting. I'm not sure if that's because of what I did in previous games, though. We'll go with this one, because I have recently come back. All right, so the armor. Let's see. Cerberus Ajax armor. I have a feeling that's DLC. So, no. All right, helmet. It does turn off the helmets in dialogue, so I will have that helmet. It actually looks quite nice. I would like to change the color on it. Like, this is just kind of drab gray. Let's see. Change my chest up. More shield regeneration or more health. I'd rather have the shield regeneration, I think. Shoulders. They're just there. Arms. Ariake Technologies. Less health, more melee damage. Probably won't be meleeing too much. Legs. Nothing. All right, material. Would you like gray or gray? I'm actually having trouble seeing the difference between some of these. But basically, as I go further on, it gets darker, and it's shinier over here at 1, so we'll stick it at 1. There we go. There's some, like, color. There we go. We'll stick with 3. I like 3. All right, pattern color. Let's make it hot pink. What? Oh, it's whatever I highlight. Okay, not what I click, what I highlight. I don't have, like, a good blue here. Oh, there's a good blue. That's really blue, though. There we go. Put it like that. All right, tint. I don't like the gray, so like I want to get rid of that. Blue and red. No, that's way too much. I am not good on colors, but I know better than that. You know what? That looks pretty nice. Is there a darker blue that we can do though? I don't really have like a dark blue. What the hell? You know what? This will work. That works. It's kind of muted, all of it. And then a bit of green. Yeah. Honestly, this one could probably just stay white. Like that. I think that works pretty well. Lights! What are we talking about? What lights? I'm not seeing anything changing as I'm looking at this. Put on white lights. I don't want black lights. That's scary. Is that it? That's it. All right. So we have changed up a bit. Liara is not hanging out here like she's supposed to. She's over doing technical stuff, even though she's kind of the Shadow Broker. They have not made that clear. Let's head to the crew deck. See what we can do here. All right, so this looks very similar. I am familiar with this. Women's restroom. Still haven't added a door in front of the stalls, huh? That seems like a priority for me. I can just head in all these areas? I can't remember if this was Kasumi or Samara on this side. I want to say it was Samara, but they look very similar. Crew quarters! Anybody want to talk back here? That was like the only reason I ever came back here, to see if people wanted to talk. Apparently not. That's not good for me. Shit. These all the people that died? Navigator Presley's there, so yeah, Caden Olenko, this is the death chart. I'm afraid I don't remember anybody else's name except for those two. I remember Navigator Presley, and I remember Caden. Of course, I remember Caden. Everybody else, though, not so much. Thane? No. Oh, but the Destiny Ascension is here? I'll take it. Now that's in my room. It's weird that they are, like, on the ship. Am I just stealing this from other people? They won't even let me in the men's restroom. They're like, no, too many people are having fun with that. We can't allow that to happen. Yeah, this is where Kasumi was, with the bar and everything. Okay. They had, like, a poker table? Not sure what game they're playing. It could be poker, right? But I count, like, 4 or 5 cards. Maybe they'll let me gamble later. Do some Texas Hold'em or something. That's still popular, isn't it? I don't know. I don't follow it. I did for a little bit, but then I got bored. Could do the math in my head, and once you could do that, then you lose track. We got an update to the kitchen a little bit. We don't have the mess sergeant here, which is probably good. Got shit all over our food. Oh, this is where Liara is. I caught a glimpse of her there. Shiny. That's a lot of information, possibly. Or nothing. Could just be a screensaver for all I know.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, they do care that I did the Shadow
You're the
Broker.
drone from the Shadow Broker ship.
Yeah.
Dr. Tortoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
She's like here.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tortoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
I was hoping this new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist.
Yeah, but the
But I'm
populace
not
still
sure
is.
how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info broker's turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
Yeah, we're not going to leave Liara waiting. We will talk to her and then deal with the rest of this. Hopefully they don't kick me out for this. I don't say something terrible. Why aren't you in my room?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did they finish it?
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise.
Well, maybe.
We really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
You are correct. Do you have any info for me?
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard. It's been more than a half a year.
Has it?
Should we continue where we left off?
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't to begin with. Absolutely. We're sticking with Liara. I'm a one-woman woman. I'm pretty sure.
I'd like that more than anything, Liara.
Until further notice.
Good. I was getting worried.
I almost touched her
There were a
face.
lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later? There's so much left to do. I'm working with Edie. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later?
Meet me upstairs. Now is a good later. I got a little bit more reputation for flirting with Liara, possibly. Not sure which ones actually did it. All right, so select to see reward options. We got an armor mod kit. Farron. Right, that was the Drell that was with Liara back in the lair of the Shadow Broker. Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy, technically illegal in Citadel space. The kit's Omnigel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. All right, open that up, I guess. Ammo capacity or shield strength? Oh, it's 5%. It's not like it's a huge deal. We will go with shield strength because like powers is what I'm usually using. So shield strength. All right, upgrades. I only got the shields plus 5%. I guess that carries over from Lair of the Shadow Broker. Sure, they say I purchased it. I researched it, damn it. Why does she get her own bed? Why are we not sharing? All right, broker terminal. You know what? Let's talk to Liara a little bit more.
Hello again, Shepard.
Hey, we got the full-fledged conversations now. Tell me about the Prothean device, I guess.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So, how do you sleep with these things on? Do you turn them off?
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
So, you are still the Shadow Broker, right?
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship. Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What am I looking at? Am I just staring at the bed telling her, like, I want you over there right now? I have no idea what's going on here. How'd you get away?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
What happened to Farron?
So where is Farron if you two
What?
escaped?
Oh,
He
jeez.
convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
Freaking turned into a zombie Undertaker for a second there. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't catch all of that. Where was Farron? So he's still alive and should be fine, is what I'm gathering. What's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records.
You know about older
I knew
ones?
the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
So we're all just staring at Glyph, are we? Alright, it looks like that's it.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Alright, so Glyph, could you not interrupt our talks? Let's look at the broker terminal.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Good to know. Alright, Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. 2171, the University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig of Dretarop. Very exciting. Professor Hanel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment, thesis on Prothean first contact protocols. 2174, I believe Dr. Joshon, sure, was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. Everything's the Third Age. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. Attachment, paper on a comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183 Part 1. I'm going on a Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Attachment, paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. 2183 Part 2. Goddess, this human, Shepherd, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. Attachment, paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction notes. 2185. Apparently nothing that we did was important, Liara. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Attachment, paper on Prothean biology. Alright, message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? Farron. P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Drony to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Oh, so there was a problem with Glyph. Anything else?
Hello, Shepard.
That's all you have to say? After all we've been through? What? Alright, this place is glitched out. I'm leaving. Liara, meet me in my cabin later.
Enjoy your day.
The hell was all that? Dr. Chakwas? If you fixed your dead eyes when you spin on the chair, you're not going to spin on the chair at all. That's how you solve the problem, huh?
Commander? Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Why? Is it because of what happened in Liara's place where my eyes went funky?
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Better safe than sorry.
I guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
So, if I had scars at the end of Mass Effect 2, would they be gone now? That would make me mad. If I worked that hard to get scars and they're like, nope, screw it, they're gone. Do you need medical supplies?
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Hey, I've got shields.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
That's a positive way of looking at it. Still have some questions about why we're not, like, buds with Cerberus, but I guess that was me, but I could have made different decisions.